Hey guys, welcome back to SpacedTime. Previously, we separated out our code base between CLI and our website. And we've also um, separated out the command line interface code with like the SpacedTime logic code and created a class for it. Today, we're gonna start writing some tests and we're gonna install something called Just to help us write our automated tests against our library. Now, to get things started, I'm going to pull up Just um, test library's website, and let's first look at the docs, getting started. So I'm gonna kind of follow this. Just And basically, as that's going, I'm going to create a directory called tests, and we'll start adding in all the tests that we have in there. So let's do this test, and I'm going to write a test for our SpacedTime util library. JS, cool. Saying I should add a script, so let's do that. Okay. And this will be our sample test. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to split that to the right. Cool. So I'm going to include in SpacedTime. Space. Oops. I think the path is wrong. Good. Cool. Alright. And the first test, I guess we should just check is describe space time class, and we will test that this it contains data array. Expect space-time data to be, I don't know if that's going to work, but let's see. Something bad happened in my installation of Just. I was in the wrong directory. You're at def Just. Does not like something I just added. What is that? Okay. Let's do that again. Cool. Alright. Let's see if our test works. Okay, so our first test, I'm gonna actually get rid of this one. crazy. Says it contains data array, blah blah blah, expected object equality. It should pass the place to be with strict equal. I wonder, like, expect is array. Can I just array? Okay. Okay, array is array. Let's just do that, and we can do an equality check. Expect array is array and to be true. Can I think that should work? Awesome. Cool. That is our first test. And I'm going to test the methods that are available to test at this point. There are certain tests that is like expecting the file system, which is going to be hard to test until I refactor this again to get rid of expecting the CLI environment to exist. So for the time being, I'm gonna work on very basic things, which probably includes like create Q&A, create Q&A, add a question to the data array, and can call SpacedTime Q&A. And the question is, I'm gonna keep it simple and just run that. Look at that. And then the expect is SpacedTime data 0. This point question is wrong, and the answer is 2. Ooh, it did not pass. Oh, sorry about that. To be great. So our create Q&A is there, and then we're gonna do a get single question. Now, let's see what we are testing here. Create Q&A. Simple question. So question equals this point, let's say question 2B1. Great. And then single question returns nothing. And then so in this case, the issue that I'm facing right now is that the method for updating a recalled question doesn't exist here. And from what I remember, I left that logic here, and I actually need to move this into a SpacedTime library method, class method. So I can test this, and based on this test, we will be able to proceed with the other test that we were just attempting to write. So I kind of want to save that for later, but you know what, let's go and do it. Let's go and do it. Okay. And then it's going to set membered. And I'm going to just make this a Boolean. I'm going to say membered equals yes. So it passes in a Boolean. Let me format this properly. Okay. So now Fibonacci and moment is no longer required in our actions. So I have moved it into our SpacedTime library. Okay. And at this point, I can use this save, and this can be this. Okay. Okay, now let's go into my test. I'm going to move this out and comment it out. So recall answer with true increments okay. I'm starting to see that this is a little bit hard to test, but let's try. So we have a queue, and we're going to recall this queue. Okay, and the problem right now is I think I need to pass in question. And we'll do this again. So, okay, class Q, expect queue to be, we don't need that anymore, and we're going to recall answer the queue, and we're going to say true. And when this happens, because we said yes, because we said yes, the streak should go up, and we can expect that the queue, the streak is 2. That's an expectation we can do. And we can also expect that the ask again time, expect that the ask again time, that gets into like Fibonacci world, so I don't think I need to really test that. I just want to make sure that the streak is incrementing. And then here I will do another one where recall answer with false, that increments the streak. Which will put the streak back to 1. Okay, let's run this. Okay, now well, obviously because I just called the method, not the instance method. Let's run this one more time. Q&A is not defined. I am passing Q. I made this a boolean, but did not convert it here. Okay. I still don't know why I thought Q&A is not defined though. I did definitely pass it in. Okay. Let's see what's going on. So, first one passed. Q&A was good. Second one though, it's not liking this Q&A. There's some kind of weird scoping issue going on. I'm gonna just do a test and output this Q&A so I have some debug. And my console log says test undefined. I see. What happened here is that because I answered yes, this time when I ran get single question, there was nothing to be there was no question, so this queue was empty. Okay, so this test will actually be recall answer. It's not a recall answer, I cannot do this. It's really about get single question returns null when nothing to be asked. Okay. And we could just say this last one is still going to fail, but to be falsy. I think that was just a typo. Cool. And then this last one, how am I going to test this? How am I going to test this scenario? Because I have an option of literally waiting and then testing it, or yeah, this is where things get a little ugly, but I'm going to falsely change the ask again time right now, just for this test. Again time equals, which should have forced this function to work. Okay, moment is not defined. Okay, I think I can just do date. Should also work. Interesting. I'm gonna just put something way in the past. Cool. I think literally because it was at the same time of execution, and I believe our guessing goal is when it's where now is greater than the ask again time. It didn't succeed, so I had to forcefully do it, but I'm not too familiar with datetime stuff, so, and I did not want to include a moment to get that done. But I think we've actually covered most of the methods. And again, I'm like clearly seeing that there's gotta be things that must be separated out from this SpacedTime class in order for us to be able to test this further. You know, right now it's got some dependencies with the operating system, the file system. There's like these hard-coded paths in here, which, you know, in a testing environment, is very unfriendly, and most likely what we need to do is actually take advantage of the constructor, so we can set some of these things up with the constructor, and in our testing environment it's not bound to like where I'm running it. I can actually control this in our test. We can instantiate a SpacedTime instance for the testing environment. We will cover that at a later video when I get to it, but for the time being, I just wanted to be able to cover these basic methods here and just ensure that our recall works for both increment and decrement, and that's pretty much it. So I think we're good, and you know, thanks again. I'm actually really excited because now I get to jump on to working on documentation and getting ready to prepare for the SpacedTime website, and I'm just that much closer to actually announcing you know, SpacedTime to other people and getting them to test it out, and you know, hopefully it's going to be a good one, and I guess some people's interest in the project. Well, we'll see. Have a good one. Bye.